So hey guys, this is a new video and it's for the Dadira and Obito events. So they've released Diamond Obito and Dadira, and they also released a new item for Obito, but we'll get into that later. So first of all, we'll cover Dadira, because honestly, if you're gonna be doing this event, it's more than likely to get Dadira. It's if you're gonna go for Obito, you're gonna be dropping a lot more cash, but for Dadira, it's not that much. I mean, in comparison to Obito at the very least. So this event goes on for 4 days, and to get Diamond Data, you have to get them to Gold Card level 105, and then you have to get 150 Akatsuki and, consume them or use them to train them, and you get Diamond Data. If you have a Bronze Data, you will get Small Detector times 1, Ruby times 20, Liquor times 20, Robo times 20, Flower Bag times 20. Now, if you get Silver, you get the exclusive equipment Data's Ring, and if you get Gold, you get Akatsuki times 50. Now, if you get Diamond, you get an exclusive skin called Reanimated Data. The reward will be sent to you in game after the events. So, it's kind of like the Shadow Clone skin for Tobirama and for Naruto, as far as I can tell. Clay Clone is the name of the skill, and it says cause massive ninjutsu damage to back row enemies and release Clay Clone. Data can release max 6 clone, deal massive ninjutsu damage, needs to hit. So as far as I can tell, it just deals a lot of damage. Kind of like it's basically debuffs, like Naruto, and like I said, now recently Tobirama, and once again recently, right now Deidara. I would imagine it'd be a good skill because it's Deidara. And I mean, not to say that Deidara is particularly powerful, but right now those are rather powerful. I mean, my Naruto deals nearly 1 mil worth of debuff damage, so that should give you an idea of just how good it is in the right card. Now, assuming that Deidara is anywhere near that, then it would be a pretty good skin. So yeah, how do you get this? I'm gonna be covering the items tomorrow simply because there's a lot to cover. But how do you get Deidara? So I'm gonna be lowering the volume here quickly. Don't want to mess with your hearing. And we're going to go to my other accounts. So this is Virgil, like server 1. Honestly, I don't have this for any particular reason. I just kind of, wanted it to get this. So, how do you create one gold card data? So you need 14 data, and you need let's see, 7 Naruto Rasengan Narutos, 7 Curcio Sasuke, and 7 Kakashi Hatake. So, let's go to look at the rewards. Give a second to load. Excuse me. I'm really tired. Go all the way down, go all the way down. Oh, also, if you don't know this, sorry. Puppet Burnt Clay Collection. So if you get, if you do any sort of dungeon, any normal dungeon, you can get a chance to get this as a drop, so you can only get 30 per day, and it has like Kakashi fragments, Deidara fragments. It's got the tier 3 refining material for the Deidara's ring. It's got the silver coin times 0.6 mil, so that's pretty good. I mean, you can get 30 per day, and this is basically free stuff. It's not so bad. I'm gonna be doing it though to get that. I'm not gonna be recharging during this event though, and you'll figure out in a second why. During this event, when the daily accumulative recharge has reached following conditions, 30 gold can receive Dual Sharingan times 1, Conan Singer times Hangover times 2, and the yada yada, and finally we get to the interesting part, Data Fragment times 10. So 220 gold can receive Data Fragments times 30, 540, 1050, and 1970, basically up until $100. I mean $160, which is 5,000 gold. You get 150 data fragments, and by that point you have more or less 3 data. So 100 plus 150, so that's 2.5 datas. Add in another 70, that's 3 point 2 Dadaras, add in another 50 fragments, 3.7 Dadaras, add in another 40, that's 4 Dadaras basically. And to get, remember, you need 14. So 4 times 4, that's 16. So, I mean, you would have to recharge the whole event for 5,000 gold to get Dadira. At least enough Dadaras to, create a diamond Dadira. The thing about that is that you don't particularly need to, because you can get his fragments, like I said, from the burnt clay. You can also get them from the trial 2 dungeon, Anastasia, or art. I think it's from trial 1 art dungeon and from the Kisame trial. Either one of those two will give you some data fragments, but I have seen that it's a very rare drop. But yeah, it's Data is an okay card. I mean, I've never been really partial to it, so I mean, I actually had to look up what do you need to train up Data, because beforehand I never really used it. Was never really interested in making it. Always seemed like a weak card, but I remember after the first event, I think, after his first event, he became rather powerful because of his equipments, and they're releasing his tier 4 equipments now. So I mean, a lot of the what's it called? A lot of the diamond cards with good equipments are really powerful. But yeah. Now if you want to get Obito though, like I mean, this isn't enough. At least until $100, you don't get even enough to make a one sage Obito. But at $100, you get a lot of dual shutting guns, and honestly, the rest is rather easy to farm. It's the dual shutting guns that's gonna screw you over, because to create one sage Obito, you need 20 dual shutting guns per reoccurring eye. So I mean, in total, you need 40 dual shutting guns, and then not to mention whatever how much the bloody Gun cost. But before I'm actually gonna end this video. I haven't. Well, it's not that I haven't done the math. It's just that personally, I'm not really interested in this event. I will be explaining it in it more tomorrow, but I am tired, so there's that. Sorry about that. But I do want to give some like a small piece of advice before I go to sleep. Just go to sleep. If you're gonna be recharging during this event, and it's just gonna be a little bit, or you don't want to spend that much, I strongly, strongly recommend that you recharge 500 gold for 4 days, because as you can see here, it gives you Akatsuki's Red Jade times 100. Honestly, that's not very important, but what we really care about is Akatsuki's Cloak times 1, and Akatsuki's Secret Order. Now, the reason we care for that is because of this. I'm going to show you, this is actually one of my exclusive equipments that I have on Obito, which gives him quite a nice boost. But as you can see here, Obito equipment and Akatsuki's level 3 cloak, or tier 3. I personally prefer saying tier 3, but if you want to call it level 3, go ahead. Exclusive cloak and increases life in a ninja wearing it. So right off the bat, it gives you 29k stamina. Not that much, but it's still more than, Ambu Cloak gives you, so there's that. But right here, increases extra 32k HP to its exclusive owner, Itachi Uchiha, Deidara Kisame Hoshigaki, Six Path of Pain, Nagato Uzumaki, Sasori, Zetsu Konan, Obito Uchiha Edan, or Kozuku wearing it. Now, it's very versatile, this item. A lot of the Akatsuki can wear it, and if you want to get it free, you usually have to wait for an event such as this, or you actually have to get VIP 9, as you can see here. Right over here, if I can find it. At VIP 9, you get Cloak level 3. This time you, instead of having to pay right around $3,000 to get it, you can just get it for right around $64. So, excuse me. So yeah, that's just a small recommendation from my part. Maybe you don't want to do it, don't. But you know, to me that's just the best you could do right now. Um, but yeah, it's a strange event, especially since they're tying a lot of data as rewards with Obitos, and Obito, to get any sort of good rewards, you have to pay an insane amount of money. I mean, if I want to buy gold Obito, right now, what I would have to do is more or less have to pay 160 bucks at the very least, and even then, I'd have probably have to wait until the end of this what's it called, of this event, and do it on a double gold recharge day, simply because I don't have anything else prepared. You all the stamina from just from the shop. I'd have to get the there's a consumption reward which gives you dual shining guns times 15 if you consume 3,000 gold, so it's not so bad. I mean, 15 times 2, that's 3,000 gold, and if you buy 15 gold dual shotting guns, you get 15, you get essentially dual shotting guns for 100 gold each, which may not seem cheap, but if you keep in mind that you can spend the gold on other things, you're essentially getting free dual shotting guns out of maybe super enhancing your equipment and such. There's also Tsunade Fragments, not very important. Burnt Clay, if you guys want more, you can get that from there. And Telltale Seal, yeah, just like training items, basically. So I'm sorry if this was rather short, but like I said, I'm tired. I just got home from work and I need to sleep. So, yeah, I apologize for that, guys. I'm sorry. So, yeah, leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching. And before I go, I want to apologize for the quality of the sound. I know that sometimes in the YouTube videos, um, it just scrambles up. I mean, what I'm saying could quite literally be scrambled up as I'm telling it to you, but the thing you have to realize that most of the time I upload from my phone, and I really don't edit anything. I have been like looking up guides and everything on how to make better videos, but at the moment my Wi-Fi is completely down, and I'm working on fixing that. And yeah, hopefully I'll get like everything set up so that by the time I learn enough, I'll be able to make videos that are, longer, good sound quality, more in depth, and all of that. But at the moment, I'm kind of limited, so yeah, I apologize for that. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching and bye.